I think there's a couple things that are really critical, at least from our perspective, and the things that we've tried to address as we've developed the data link strategy. The first one, I think, is a certain level of vendor independence. You know, we had a customer situation a couple weeks ago where one of our customers got a study that suggested that they should move their entire data center into Amazon. And when we challenged that study, lo and behold, the customer discovered that the study was done by an Amazon reseller. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with these guys, but if you don't have vendor independence and wide vendor independence, I don't think that you can be a very good integrator, really. There are a lot of integrators that are tied to particular technologies. So you see a lot of integrators that work exclusively with IBM or HP or Cisco or whoever the case may be. And I'm sure they're great companies, but the customer needs to know that you're getting a very narrow view of what's available when you hire that integrator. So we've always had a philosophy of vendor independence, and that's really, really important to us because we believe there's lots of great technologies out there. We believe that there are different technologies that are appropriate for different things and not appropriate for other things. And it's a very, very, very quickly changing landscape. Some of the real hot shots in the industry right now are companies that nobody had even heard of 12 months ago. And so, you know, having the vendor independence is critical. Personally, I think that the other thing that's critical, that if I were an IT organization would be important to me, and therefore we've constructed our company this way. We're, you know, while we give our customers advice, we're not solely in the business of giving customers advice. We're in the business of implementing that advice for the customer and potentially even managing that advice for the customer. I think that's important because even if you choose as a customer not to have our firm do the implementation or not to have our firm do the management, the fact that we're in those businesses and that when we make a recommendation, we're always prepared to be the one that's going to be responsible for it, I think that makes a big difference. So that's the second thing. And then the third one's really soft. You would have to talk to some of our customers to validate this for yourself. But we're in it for our customers. We are certainly a financially successful company, and that means that we earn a fair fee for what we do. But because we're successful, we can stick with a project that's not going the way any of us anticipated. Sometimes that means that a project turns out to be not profitable for us. We take the long view. We've been in business for a long time. We're a stable company. We have a strong balance sheet. We have a very customer-centric attitude. Our culture as a company is to take care of the customer for the long run, and that sometimes means that things don't work out the way in the short term that we want them to work out. But we believe that if we do the right thing, we'll have a customer for life, and we'll continue to be able to have a successful business.